What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Headlocks and Hot Packs. And it has been a hot minute since we've done anything related to the Headlocks side of the channel name, so we are going to be doing that today. We've got a bunch of new bros to check out, Hasbros. We may have briefly looked at a couple of these in some past videos. If we did, I apologize, but here's basically a collaboration um, or conglomeration, whatever you want to call it, of all the most recent wrestling pickups. And I say recent because I've just been picking stuff up here and there over the past number of weeks and months. So the first thing, we'll start off with those aforementioned Hasbros, and here is the first one. This is again one of the ones we may have looked at quickly in like a card video or something. But this is Skinner. This is Series 5. I believe released in 1993. I could be wrong on that. Pretty good shape on this one, though. The action still somewhat works. You do have that, there's that old clicking, so you can get it back in position. His arm doesn't come quite all the way back up, however. But again, this is the Gator Man Skinner, also known as Steve Kern of the Fabulous Ones. You can see there's, some slight little paint chip there, I guess. A little bit of stain on his chest there. The back side looks pretty good here. This was an eBay pickup. I've had this one for a little bit now to add to my Hasbro collection. I don't want to say I spent at most like $15 on Skinner there. So that is the first one. We've got a few more Hasbros to look at. I think I've had this one a little bit longer than Skinner, but this is Brutus Beefcake. And I think this one is Series 3, I believe. But this is the less common one than he's got two. The first one is one of the jumper figures, and he's wearing like a, I guess, pink or like magenta ring gear. And like I said, this is the more rare one. This was from the local vintage toy shop. And this is, I don't really recall like him wearing this gear. And the action on this one works pretty good. Very good price on this one. You can see it's in really good shape. There's no, like real chipping on the hair or anything of that nature. The gloves look really good too. No stains really on the body there, so it doesn't look like it was really played with too much. And 1991 Titan Sports, as we can see there. So I'm pretty sure this is Series 3. But again, another cool pickup. I now have both of the Brutus Beefcake Hasbros, as my Hasbro shelf is slowly filling up. Here is the most recent Hasbro buy. I got both of these together. Of course, everybody knows these guys, Animal and Hawk, the Legion of Doom. These really shot up in price following the passing of Road Warrior Animal. So these were roughly $15 or $16 a piece from the indoor flea market. You can see Animal is in worse shape than Hawk. That is not your eyes deceiving you. His arms are tan and his face has been kind of bleached a little bit. A lot of paint loss on the hair there and on the face paint as well. That's a pretty common thing. He's got a couple of got a broken spike there, and these always see a lot of chipping too. I think this is a Series 4 tag teams, but the action does work. He is the press slam motion, and again, for a good price, I couldn't pass on these to add to my Hasbro collection. Here's a look at Hawk, and Hawk is a jumper, as we can see. It does still work. I don't really want to make it jump and possibly scuff him up anymore. He's also got a couple of broken spikes there, a lot less paint loss on him. A couple scuffs on his bald head there. His paint is in much better shape though, and his face is much closer to the color of the rest of him. Some more broken spikes on the back here, but again, $15 to $16 for these following the passing of Animal was a really good price. I had seen them a couple of times in trips to the indoor flea market and passed, and then finally I decided to pull the trigger on those two today. So definitely happy to add those. So for tag teams now, I have LOD, the Rockers, the Bushwhackers, the first Bushwhackers release. And then I have Smash and Axe of Demolition. I still need Crush. Here's our next item. This is obviously not a figure. I'm going to try to keep the glare off. And again, I think we might have seen this briefly in another video. This is also from the indoor flea market, a signed Marty Jannetty old school WWF 8x10 promo pick. Let's actually, we might have to pan up for this because we're going to have to pan up for our next figures. So that's better there a little bit. Try to re-zoom in as well. So again, this was, I got this for a pretty good price. Most of the autographs on my autograph wall are from people that I've actually met in person. There's only a couple, yeah, I have a couple like Bray and Seth Rollins were from like Pro Wrestling Crate, which were gifts. But again, a lot of them are people I've met in person. So this is another one, somebody I haven't met in person, but pretty cool photo nonetheless. And I think it was only $10 what I paid for that. So nice add to my autograph wall as we come to our final couple of items. This is another one we may have briefly looked at. This is Bobby the Brain Heenan Series 7 WWE Legends by Mattel, sporting the Weasel suit there with an extra pair of hands as well. These are pretty hard to come by because flippers are not only in the trading card world, but they've also come into the action figure world as well, especially on wrestling figures. So I actually got lucky on this and found it at Target, along with our final item that we'll look at after this. So I didn't have to uppay, which I really don't want to do when it comes to wrestling figures. I've got a couple of Bobby Heenan figures now. I'm not sure. I'm trying to whittle my collection down to, you know, only having like one of certain characters, wrestlers. So I have this one, and I also have the Fan Central Elite Bobby Heenan. So I don't know. I'm not sure. The problem with me with these is I like them all. So I'm not sure what I will do. I might just keep both of them. And here's our final item. Pretty quick video, as usually these figure videos are. This is Jerry the King Lawler Series 82. Again, another one I happened to get lucky. Trying to refocus for you guys here. There we go. That's better. I happened to get lucky at Target and find this one. There actually was quite a few of them there. They had Jerry Lawler and basically this whole series here, Gronkowski. I'm a Patriots fan, but I have zero interest in owning a Rob Gronkowski figure. Keith Lee, Balor, Morrison. I didn't see the Alexa Bliss there, but that's fine. But this was the cool one in my opinion, the first Jerry Lawler one I have. I like the Legends figures. Of course, these days I'm much more a fan of old school wrestling than modern. I'll kind of leave it at that. I think I've shared my opinions on a lot of modern wrestling here on the channel before. But anyhow, Series 82, Jerry Lawler, my first Lawler to add to the collection, so was pretty stoked on that one there. I thought that was a cool ad. We'll try to showcase everything here again as we hit the end of our video. Like I said, our wrestling videos are usually a lot quicker than card openings for obvious reasons. So that's it for this edition of Headlocks and Hot Packs, as we checked out all the latest adds to the wrestling room. Please hit that thumbs up button down below. It might be a while again before we have another wrestling video. You never know. Depends on what I can find. And if you haven't subbed to the channel yet, please go ahead and do so. And so for this edition of Headlocks and Hot Packs, we are out of here. We will see you next time.